What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome if you are new. Hope all is well. Hope everybody is staying blessed and not stressed. Don't forget to shop my website at www.youvegotnails.myshopify.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell notification button so that way you can stay up to date on all the crazy nail work that we do over here at You Got Nails. So I've decided I will start dropping the picture ahead of time so that y'all can be able to take a picture just for the people who don't really need the tutorial and just want to see the nails for inspo. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I'll be like, oh, I just want to see the picture for inspo. I don't want the whole video, or I just want the piece of the video, or I'm coming back to the nails. I've already watched the video. So anyways, we're going to start off using our Peel Off Base Coat by Beetles Gel Polish Company. And y'all, when I say this stuff is good, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. This is my second time using the Beetles Peel Off Base Coat. And to be honest with you, like, my nails stayed on the entire day. They did not come off. I even hit one and it still didn't come off and it hurt like hell. So even though it's peel off, you're going to have to kind of like pry it off a little bit, get you some cuticle oil, soak it up, whatever. Now I'm just showing y'all some of the colors that I'm using and some of the acrylics that I chose. Keep in mind that my glitter is hand mixed, so I just took some colors of glitters that I already had and I found the color that was going to go with the set, and I just mixed them all together with some clear acrylic. Now, one thing that I can say is this was the hardest part. Getting those nails on top of that base coat was just like hell on earth. But to be honest with you, if you just file inside of the nails first, not your actual nails, but the nail tip, and then you apply it, then I found it to be much easier for some of the nails. Some of the nails didn't give me any issues at all, okay? So that's just word of advice. Now, I am going to give y'all a disclaimer. I am not left-handed, and I did use my left hand to do this set. So the acrylic on this hand is trash, but y'all saw the nails in the beginning. They came together, and it's nothing that your drill and your file cannot fix. So don't give up when doing your non-dominant hand. My goal is just to practice until we all see a difference, okay? So don't get on here talking about me. I know that the acrylic application was a little bit trash, okay? So I'm not going to show that much of the acrylic application because it was trash, but I will say this is Cover Pink. It's like a new color that's good for all skin tones. You need to have this on you as a nail tech, especially as a beginner. This is one of the easiest colors to work with, okay, y'all? Also, try and check out my acrylic application video. It will be down in the description. If not, you can find it on my playlist at any time. Now, what you do want to do if you are a beginner is get you some slow drying acrylic. I love to use slow drying, especially because I'm in Texas and it's hot. And when it dries fast, it's not a great application. It doesn't work out for me. But in the wintertime, I'll, drop a little acetone in my mix, or I'll go get me a fast drying acrylic, okay? Or, sorry, monomer. Now, as y'all can see, I'm already starting to mess up. But I did want to show y'all at least one nail, just with me doing some type of application or whatever, okay? I'm not left-handed. Disclaimer again for the people who did not see that part. I'm not left-handed, but I'm trying to do my right hand with my left hand because I don't want to keep using the same hand. I don't want to get contact dermatitis from doing the same hand over and over. So y'all will see me do this maybe once or twice a month, usually at the beginning of the month, okay? Most of my videos are going to be press-on nails because I do have a website, so that's usually what y'all see me do. And I decided I would turn my hand the other way and let y'all go ahead and see the other nail. At first, I was going to take the clip out, but I'm like, you know what? Let me let y'all see me mess up another one. And it starts off good every single time, but I'm in my garage again, so even though I have an AC unit in there, sometimes it just don't do its job because this is Texas, okay? So my acrylic, even though it's slow drying, the monomer, my acrylic was drying super, super fast. So I was having to work pretty fast, okay? So I did 3 of my nails nude, and then I did my ring finger and my pinky finger with the glitter that I mixed up. And it didn't come out exactly how I wanted, but I ended up really liking it in the end, so I'm glad I kept it. And for this set, I wanted to do like a fall inspo, but also kind of wanted it to still be like summer-like, spring-like, because we're not exactly all the way into fall yet until the 22nd. So I was trying to tread lightly, but I'm seeing all the girls post fall and autumn nails already. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? So you might see me a little bit in between. Fall nails can get boring to me, and that's just my opinion. So I like to move at my own pace. I try not to just work on seasonal only, but I told myself this year I will be a little seasonal, okay? So right here, I'm just filing the nails on the sides only. I didn't even do the top yet. And then I'm going to go over everything with my drill. I like to have my drill for when I need this much work. I'm going to have my drill on at least 15. Now, if you're a beginner, try to keep it down to like maybe like a 5 to a 7. But I've been doing nails for a while now, so I'm on 3 years. So yeah, you might want to speed it up if you can. If not, it's okay. Just work slow and take your time. So moving along, I'm going to go ahead and go over the glitter with some clear acrylic. And this can be tricky. I'm not going to tell you that it's super easy, but it's not hard either. It's more like try not to put too much because clear acrylic can really sneak up on you with as far as how thick it can be, okay? So after that, I went ahead and drilled down the clear after it dried, and then I went ahead and buffed my nails. This is very important, especially when you're doing encapsulated nails, because you want to get all those scratches off and you want to be able to see through that glitter perfectly fine, okay? So now we're going to start to work on our flower. Now for the flower, I do put a little bit of acetone inside of my monomer just so it can dry a little bit faster, but you also need to be able to work with it, okay? So with that being said, yes, it's sped up, but I feel like it's clear enough for y'all to see. So I'm going to explain it on the next bead, okay? So when you're working with roses, it's all about layers, and you determine how flat or how 3D you want your flower to be, okay? So you're going to place down your bead, and you're going to take the pointer into your brush, and that's going to go at the center of that petal. And then you're going to slowly start to spread it out with the side of your brush. That's how you get your rose to be a little bit more wide. You don't want to have like these little bitty petals for a rose because rose petals are a little bit more spread out when they're laying flat, okay? And I most definitely owe y'all a flower video, so I will get that up to y'all by tomorrow afternoon. So I'll work on it tonight, and by tomorrow afternoon or morning, I should have it posted, okay, y'all? In the meantime, you can just watch the magic happen on this one for the rest of the flower. We don't have much left. I like to speed my videos up because my videos are like 3 hours long outside of me editing. So I try to get them down to like maybe 20 or 30 minutes of video just to kind of just like save y'all time because some of y'all have jobs or whatever like that. I tried the whole live thing. I might go live every now and then, but I like to listen to my music. So and also when I go live, I'm talking to a million people. It takes me like 5 hours because I'm not good with talking and doing nails. So I'd rather just vibe out to some music and do them in peace and not have to argue with nobody about my own work because I love my work regardless, even if I feel like I can do better next time. I already do a lot of self-critiquing, so I don't be really needing a critiquing, to be honest with you. Like, I've already looked at what I can do different. And I absolutely love this clip. I'm just going to apply some base coat because it shows you how clean my nails came out and how messed up they were at first. Like, that's a lot of progress, okay? So, like I said, have faith in y'all nail file and drill. It's going to get you there every single time, okay? Now, this time I am doing a plaid nail. So, I'm going to start off with some white. And you want your white lines to be a little bit more on the thicker side. They're not going to be like super thin. And like I said, keep in mind, this is my left hand. I know I've said it a couple times, but I write with my right hand, okay? I'm not ambidextrous, but I'm trying to, like, I've even literally started to, like, write with my left hand just to kind of, like, get better at using it. And sometimes I record with my left hand or I pick things up with my left hand so that way I can get better with doing my right hand with my left hand, okay? Practice makes perfect, and that's just something I've learned along the way, okay? Now, when I'm doing my left hand, I do cure between each layer because I don't want to mess up too bad, and I know that I'm not good with this hand. So if you can cure, so when you do mess up, you can just swipe it right off with some acetone or non-cotton napkin, okay? So the first color that I'm going with is C491 from Beetles Gel. And I'm just going to outline around the first white line. And then I'm also going to put one in the center. And then for the next one, I'm going to outline the white line again. And I'm going to put two in the center for that one. And as y'all can see, I'm moving my hand all type of ways. But whatever is comfortable for you when you're doing your left hand, the hardest thing is recording while you're doing this as well. And the next color that I'm going with is like a hot pink from Beetles Gel. It is C492. It could be different in a bigger bottle. This one came in like mini polishes, so the numbers tend to be different for their bigger bottles. So keep that in mind. Just type in like hot pink Beetles Gel on Amazon, or you can go to the Beetles website. And although it's not easy, I do recommend that you use a long brush when you're doing this. My next color is a color that I got from the nail store, and it's just pretty much like a watermelon green. Or you can call it mint green, I guess. I think it's more of like a watermelon though. So I'm going to go in now with this turquoise color that matches the flower. And I'm just going to outline that green line that I just did, if that makes sense. Just so I can get all of my colors into one nail, okay? And also normally I would go in with thinner lines and just go over it twice. But I didn't want to do that for this hand because, like I said, I'm not left-handed. So I needed this to go by fast because I had to get my kids off the bus. So after that, I'm going to go in with some blooming gel from Dynamic Nails. And I'm just going to start to dot each color on there before I actually swirl it to make a marble. Now that I have all my colors, I'm going to use my dotting tool to just swirl those colors in with each other. And I'm not going to wipe off my dotting tool because I want those colors to blend till they can't blend no more. And the blooming gel is going to help it to spread a little bit. And I wanted a little bit more of that green in there. So, of course, you just dot some more, and you don't cure when you're doing this. So you dot some more, you swirl it around, and then you put it into the lamp for 60 seconds. And in the end, I decided I wanted some of that nude to still show. So I'm just swiping up the sides, and then I'm going to add some gold foil to it. Notice that I took one piece of gold foil and I made it into a bunch of little bitty dots. So you just want to barely place it on there for that method, okay? And then just take it and make it into a bunch of different ones. So for my thumb, I wanted to save some time. So I decided to paint the entire nail white, and then I'm going to go in with my lines. My thumb, I'm always confused on what I'm going to do with it. I don't know why that's just always the nail that people don't show, or we just do something so random on that nail that makes no sense. But at the end, it kind of came together. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking all those colors again because I want the nails to make sense, right? So I'm going to take all those colors and I'm just going to place line work down. And I'm just going to go with dark pink and then the darkest blue color that I have, or turquoise. And then I'm going to go in with light pink after that. And then I'm going to go in with light green. So I'm just kind of going back and forth with all of my colors to get the end result that y'all saw in the picture above, well, at the beginning of the video. And I'm not coming at y'all sideways, but we're going to use a little bit of common sense for this nail, okay? So if you have two different colors in two different areas, do not cure until you've done two colors. So you're going to do the light green, the light pink, and then you're going to cure it. And then you're going to come back in with your other colors and then cure that. Try to get two of them out the way. One thing about gel polish is it mostly is self-leveling. So it's going to level out itself and it's going to kind of stay still as long as you have a base. Now, when you don't have a base, you can kind of struggle with your gel polish leveling out correctly, okay? So don't forget that. And after I finished out with my last two colors, I am going to go ahead and use some top coat. And the brand that I use for this is iGel Beauty. I get this in bulk, so it's very, very cheap. I buy one refill bottle and I got like 12 regular bottles for free. So make sure y'all go to your wholesale stores and get top coat. I know that it's probably not the most amazing, but it's pretty good. Here are the finished results. Let me know what y'all thought about the nails. I really, really enjoyed doing them, and I'm trying to post more content, so y'all make sure y'all keep up with me. Got flossed up by You Got Nails. Nails got flossed up from You Got Nails. The designs, cartoons hit You Got Nails. Nail sets that last from You Got Nails. Full set from Nail. It went real swell, and you know it's real when your nails don't chill. Stay 6 weeks, don't fall off for real. All you need is the feel. Don't skip the bill. Ayy. Yeah, yeah.